for watching my very first video tutorial. My name is Casey and I am the District Educator for Ulta Beauty in Central Texas. I have been so blessed to work with Ulta during this time and want to give back to all the stylists and our friends and our families by creating this mini video. I want to share a very easy updo that is super versatile and looks good no matter the occasion. One of my favorite details in this look is the upside down Dutch braid. It looks very difficult, but if you can French braid, you can easily do this look. To complete this look, you need just a few tools, including a crimper, 2 ponytails, hairpins, bobby pins, a couple of clips, a comb or brush, a serum, texturizing spray, hairspray, and a heat protectant. I prepped this mannequin already by dividing her hair into 3 sections. The bottom section is a deep triangular parting starting just below the occipital bones and ending at the crown. I wanted a high bun, so I made sure that is where my triangular section ended. The second section is optional and totally customizable. I took a triangular section from her fringe, about 3 inches in width and 2 inches into the hairline. The middle section will be placed into a high ponytail, secure with an elastic. To give the hair more texture and volume, I use my bedhead mini crimper in all 3 sections. The bottom, I start at the base and go about mid-strand, only in the interior section. For the ponytail, I crimped from base all the way down to the end of the hair strand for the entire pony. And for the fringe section, I only added texture to the back half of the triangle, starting at the scalp to about 2 inches. Make sure to use your favorite heat protectant. I use a Sebastian Trilliant for added shine. I also like to use a small pump of serum to help keep down the frizz and static as I'm working through the hair. One of my favorites is the Redken's Instant Deflate. It's lightweight and smells so good. Starting with the bottom triangle, split the section in half, making sure you leave a small triangle at the nape to start your braid. You can use clips to help separate the sides. After a while, you'll get comfortable enough you won't even need them anymore. Start a basic fringe braid by taking one of the outer strands and crossing it over the center, and then take the opposite side and cross it over that center. Now you're going to start adding hair from the side sections, but instead of adding from the top of the section, you're going to add it from the bottom. I like taking diagonal subsections, but feel free to play with vertical or horizontal sections to see the different effects you can get. This look can also be done by having the guests flip their hair upside down and doing a Dutch braid. I prefer doing it this way because it looks more professional and it's really trendy, and it doesn't give anybody any neck pains. it a little bit past the ponytail, start blousing or expanding the braid to your liking. Secure with a ponytail or elastic, I use the Kitsch Pro bungee elastic to help secure it. Feel free to go back and blouse or expand your braid some more. Don't worry if it's not too perfect, because we'll be able to fix it later. To the fringe section, this is where you can decide how you want to frame the face. I love a pompadour poof, so I'm going to gently back comb, smooth, and position her hair. Here, I'm using just a tiny bit of the Lanza Lustrous Finishing Spray to help smooth some of the flyaways, but making sure not to get too carried away. When the hair is positioned just how I like it, I'm going to go ahead and secure it with some bobby pins. Extra secure hair, place 2 bobby pins in an X formation to help lock it in. Next, I'm going to wrap the ends of this section at the base of the ponytail and secure with another bobby pin. Section, I'm going to create a messy bun. There are so many different methods, but let me show you a couple of mine. First, I'm going to split the hair into 2 sections. For the first section, I'm going to split that one in half and then tie it together in multiple little teeny tiny knots. Well, maybe not too tiny knots. After you get a few knots in there, you can go ahead and start either blousing the section or just start wrapping it around the ponytail. Don't get too crazy with pinning it in place just yet. 1 or 2 will work. For the rest of the ponytail, I'm again going to split it in half and then I'm going to start twisting the hair. You can do a simple twist or a rope braid, which is what I opted to do. twisting is complete, go ahead and start blousing or expanding the section, and when you're happy with it, go ahead and wrap it around the ponytail and secure with a bobby pin. Look for any loose tails and go ahead and tuck them in either with a bobby pin or a hairpin. When the ends are secured, go ahead and start expanding the bun as needed and securing with hairpins. I'm looking for any hair gaps, I'm looking for any pieces that may not necessarily look so smooth, and just going to really make sure they're set and secured. After I check her silhouette, I'm going to look one more time for any gaps, and when I see a gap, like there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hairpin with a little bit of a texturizing spray to help give it some extra grip. This one is the Redken Triple Dry, and it's simply my favorite. For this gap, I gently push the sides down and softly pin them in place. Here, I'm going to start refining my braid by looking for any loose pieces that maybe I want to tighten up just a little bit with a hairpin. As I'm turning her, I see another small gap, so I'm going to go ahead and marry those two sides with a hairpin. Now I want to check for balance just to make sure her silhouette is still very nice and smooth and in line with what I envisioned. Lastly, seal in her style with the hairspray. Again, I'm using the Lanza Lustrous Finishing Spray. When smoothing away flyaways, be very gentle and work in small, manageable sections. We're done. Feel free to add any sort of bedazzling like clips or combs to really make it stand out from the crowd. I just want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all learned something new.